guys, it's Gina with YA Fiction Freaks again, and I have read Ink Exchange by Melissa Marr. And if you saw my review on Wicked Lovely, you know how much I love this series. That was book one, or how much I love book one. Let me just tell you how much I love this book. I just want to hug it and squeeze it and love on it. I love this book. I was kind of leery because some people actually said, some book reviewers said that they weren't as crazy about Ink Exchange, the companion book to Wicked Lovely. So I was kind of like, because they say this is, out of the series, this is their least favorite. I don't get it because I love this book. It's a story of, her name is Leslie, and actually if you've read Wicked Lovely, and this, again, I'll let you know, this is not a spoiler, but in Wicked Lovely there's a character named Leslie. And this book here, it has Leslie as the main character. And it's Leslie's story and her journey into the fairy world and kind of how she gets dragged into it. And you also get to know more of Neil, who is in Wicked Lovely. It's spelled N-I-A-L-L. And I wouldn't have said that as Neil, but I listened to the audio on Wicked Lovely. And because I listened to the audio, the person on Wicked Lovely called him Neil, so I was glad because I wouldn't have pronounced it like that, so I'm glad I know the right way to say it, because I actually read this book, I didn't listen to it. I actually did get the audio from the library and started listening to it a little bit, but it was a guy, and I just didn't really like how he did it, and I thought, I'd rather read it myself, so, because I'm loving this series so much. So, but you get more of Neil, and then you also get to know the Dark King, and his name is, it's I-R-I-A-L, and I'm assuming since Neil is Neil, I'm assuming that might be Iriel or Iriel. I wasn't real sure how to say his name. Iriel, I'm not sure how to say his name. That's one of my first questions when I meet Melissa Marr. So, which I'm hoping to do in September because she's coming to my area with the Smart Chicks Kick It tour. So, I'm planning on asking her how to correctly pronounce the Dark King's name, the Dark Court King's name. But the way that in Wicked Lovely she made me fall in love with Kenan and Seth, I have totally fell in love. I fell in love with Iriel, but I have totally also fell in love with Neil. Oh my gosh. Jessie could not believe this. She was actually shocked when I told her this today, because I'm reading Fragile Eternity, which is book 3, and I'm right there in it, and I am absolutely, totally adore Neil. I am so in love with him, and I told her today, I went running back to her office, and I was like, I gotta tell you, you have got to read this series, Jessie, because I honestly think I am a Twilight fan. I love Edward. I am Team Edward all the way. I adore him. I love him. I love Edward Cullen. Not Robert Pattinson. Edward Cullen, the character. I love him. But I am really starting to think that Neil definitely gives him a run for his money. And I'm really starting to think that if I had to choose between Neil, the fairy, and Edward Cullen, I just might pick Neil. I don't know why these books are not as popular as Twilight, because they so should be. If you love Twilight and that whole vampire world and the coolness and evil, dark, but beautiful, and, you know, good vampires, bad vampires, if you love that, you will love these fairy books. I love them. I love how she writes them. Melissa Marr writes so awesome. Leslie's story is so neat. It's heartbreaking. It's heartwarming. It's oh, I just love it. So, but it's based around, which you can tell, Ink Exchange. It's based around a tattoo that Leslie gets on her back, which which is really cool. And you get a picture of it, which I was terrified to look at before I read to the end of the book. I've kind of fanned through the book to see if because there's actually, I thought there would be extras, and there is a prologue for Fragile Eternity, so I was kind of looking at that to see, but I'm somebody, of course the book fairy will get you if you read the end of the book before you've read the book. So I was flipping through and I saw this picture, and I won't let you guys see the writing, but see that picture? That's the tattoo. And it has really cool meaning and really brings a lot into the story. But I was so afraid that when I looked at that I would see the words there at the end and didn't want to see them. So I had to cover up the words so I could kind of check out the tattoo. But, oh my gosh, 5-star book. I probably, after all this ranting and raving about this book, I probably don't need to tell you guys, but definitely 5 stars. So, again, like Wicked Lovely, 5 fairies out of 5 fairies. So, I highly recommend this book. This is one of my top books. My top books are Twilight, Hunger Games and Catching Fire, the Mortal Instrument series, which is City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, and Fallen's another top 5-star book for me, and now the Wicked Lovely series is right up there. I am obsessed, and I'm so excited because by the time you guys see this video, I will already have book 4 in my hot little hands, which is called Radiant Shadows, because today is April 19th, and it comes out on April 20th. So I'm going to hit the bookstore first thing. Actually, I got to work, so I guess right after work, I am heading off to Borders, and I am getting book 4 because I can't stand it. I have to have it. So that's my review for the Wicked Lovely series, book 2, Ink Exchange. One more thing, for those of you that don't know, which I'm finding this out, Wicked Lovely, Ink Exchange is a companion book to Wicked Lovely. And then Fragile Eternity is a direct sequel to Wicked Lovely. But I will tell you, you have to read this one. You have to read them in the order they came out. Because you have to read this one because you get, it is other characters, but the Wicked Lovely characters are in it. And you get so much more of the world and you figure things out. And Neil has a big part in this book. And from what little I've read now of Wicked Lovely, I'm on like what chapter am I on? I am on chapter 6, and I'm thinking Neil's going to be a big part of this book too, and I'm so glad that I read this book so I know where he's coming from and what he's been through. So it is awesome, guys. You've got to go get this book series. And I told you I'd show you guys something fun and everything, or just something in my life or whatever, and I was asking Jessie, what could I show him today when I do my video? And Jessie suggested this, so I'm going to show you guys. Let me get it. It's in my windowsill. This is my sweet Pacey. I know there's probably a glare on that, but he's my little Pomeranian. He's my little boy. I love Pacey, and sadly he actually passed away a couple of years ago, but I still think about him every day. He was my little boy. He would sit by me when I read. He was always willing to give me love. He'd love to sit in your lap. He was always ready to play. So Spence and Vanna, they loved him too. So, and when he passed away, I actually made this frame and stuff, and it sits in my windowsill in my office, and it will forever as long as I work here, because I love my Pacey. His name was Pacey Maxwell Sharp. So just thought I would share that with you guys. Hopefully someday I'll have another Pomeranian, but after 2 years I'm still not ready because I loved Pacey so much. So that was my little doggy, and maybe next time I'll show you my cat named Nikki. So one other thing, if I can get it in real quick before my time's out, I'm going to do a bookmark collection. I collect bookmarks, so you'll see a video from me. It's going to be a bookmark collection. I thought that'd be kind of fun if you guys are interested. And then also I'm going to have a book haul probably by next week or so. And then of course Fragile Eternity, my review on that. So that's it, guys. So give your dog a bone and happy reading.
Uncool, make it up. Freak